Routing your audio should be simple and never a hassle, and this one software makes it easier than ever. Hey, what's up? I'm Josh, and welcome to Techno Josh, where I break down creator gear, share live streaming tips, tutorials. Basically, if it helps you make better content, then I'm diving into it. And Elgato recently came out with Wavelink 3.0 as part of their WaveNet's product launch that took place at the beginning of March of this year. Now, I know that Wavelink 3.0 has been out since late 2025, but as a beta software, and I debated doing a video on version 3.0 while it was still in beta, but there were too many issues to jump through, and I wanted to wait for a stable release. And the wait is finally over, as 3.0 is now out of beta and can be used without impeding your workflow. I want to walk through what Wavelink is and the changes it has undergone since its inception, as well as how to set up mixes within the software. So, let's get to the tech. So what is Wavelink? Well, Wavelink is an audio routing table that assists creators with both their personal mix and stream mix. Elgato released the first version of Wavelink back in the summer of 2020. This was made for streamers to easily have different channels to route their audio through to a dedicated mix into a streaming software such as OBS. However, this still required the additional step of going into your system's audio mixer and assigning each different app to a particular audio output. In the spring of 2025, Wavelink 2.0 was released with some major improvements. The most notable was their introduction of one-click routing, in which programs can now be set directly inside of the software without having the need to go into your audio mixer on your computer. This also created a new overhaul for their Stream Deck plugin and introduced their AI-powered noise removal feature called Voice Focus. In the fall of 2025, Elgato announced Wavelink 3.0 beta. This brought a newer, sleeker, and robust UI, multiple mixes, and better performance. On March 3rd of 2026, after many improvements, Wavelink 3.0 had its first full release out of beta. In addition to the new look of Wavelink 3.0, it now opened the market to all creators. Previously, the only way to access Wavelink was to own a particular Elgato product. These were products such as the Wave 1, the Wave 3, the Wave XLR, or the Stream Deck Plus. But now you can use Wavelink with any microphone. That's right, Wavelink is now free to use for everyone. First, you'll want to download the Wavelink software by going to Elgato's website and going to the download section. Once there, you'll scroll down until you see Wavelink and then click download. Once downloaded and installed, it will take you through the setup guide if you have a supported Elgato product. If not, it'll just take you right to your mixer. For those of you who have an Elgato Wave device, I just want to run really quickly through Wavelink's setup process. In previous versions of Wavelink, you just plugged in your device and you kind of had to search around for the settings, but when you first plug in your device, you're greeted with this screen. It takes you through your device's particular setup, which I like because they didn't try to just blanket all Wave devices. This takes you through connecting your device, setting your output volume, your mic and PC mix, and setting up your gain. Once you're done, you can now start adding effects and fine-tuning your microphone. Alright, let's move on to send up some mixes. As you can see, this looks very different from the previous versions of the software. The orientation is kind of swapped. We had channels that were referred to as game, audio, browser, system, and so forth. Now our channels are more so the programs we add on the left-hand side, and our mixes we send our channels to on the right-hand side. We are also not limited to just a monitoring mix and stream mix. We now have up to 5 mixes we can utilize and up to 8 different channels. And while we are limited to just 8 channels, we can group more than one program per channel, as was done in Wavelink 2.0. So let's start creating our channels from scratch. Alright, so we're in the Mixes tab on Wavelink, and we're going to create our personal mix. And you'll notice that we already have our first default channel, which is our microphone. So for me, that's the Wave XLR. connected to the Wave DX. And I'm not going to add the microphone just because I generally just don't want to hear myself in my personal mix. But what I am going to do is I'm going to add 2 channels here. Going to add my browser. Going to add my music app, which is Spotify. And I can actually change these, so I can change the name of how it's displayed, and I can change the icon. So I'm just going to put it in browser, and I can choose to leave it as this icon that I have here, or choose from one of the legacy icons. I happen to be a fan of the legacy icons, so I'm going to choose browser for this one. And same with Spotify, I'm going to change it to music, because I may add another program to it at a time that is also a music player like iTunes or something like that. Change it to the music icon. And I'm going to add a systems channel. And what this is going to be all the sounds that are not routed to a dedicated program. So any Windows sounds or anything that I play that I have as a media file on my computer. And how you'll set this up is you'll first add it, and then you'll go into your audio mixer. You'll go to settings, you'll go to system, you'll go to sound, and you'll go all the way down to volume mixer. And for your default output device, you're going to set that to system. And I'll test this out here. I'm just going to play a sound clip, and it should come through the system sound. All right, perfect. And I also want to add Discord as well. Change that icon to voice chat. Just leave all this chat. And then I also have a soundboard. So I want to add voice mod as well. And just change that to SFX for sound effects. All right, and I have my personal mix. So I'm going to add those all here. Wonderful. So we have created our personal mix, which is what only yourself would hear. Now let's create a stream mix that we will route only to certain channels that our audience will hear. All right, now for our stream mix, this is everything we want our audience to hear. So I can't really chat this for some reason, but I'm just going to call this stream mix. All right, so I wanted to hear the music. I want them to not hear the system sound, and I want them to hear the voice chat. But I do play games, so I'm going to choose my capture card, which is VHC60. I'm just going to put game here, change the icon, add that in. I'm also going to add it to my personal mix. And there we have it, our stream mix. All right, effectively, we have now routed the channels we want our audience to hear on our live stream. Now let's create one more mix. And if you stream on Twitch, you'll understand the importance of this mix. And the last mix is our VOD mix. This is what we want to come through only on our video that is available after the live stream. Okay, just change this to VOD mix, and I'll choose the Twitch icon. And essentially, I want it to be everything that I have in my stream mix, except for the music. All right, that's looking good. And just like that, you have created 3 of your primary mixes in WaveLink. WaveLink, in my opinion, is one of the best, if not the best, audio routing software out there today for both streamers and content creators. I've gone ahead and left the download link in the description below so that you can go ahead and install it and try it out for yourself. As always, if you found any value in this video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Until next time, stay creative, stay curious, and stay in the tech know.